the stumbling, bumbling buffoon that we have in the White House, said what he said, had the audacity to say that under his watch, that no military members have died. And the rage and the absolute disgust that I got from hearing him say that, I started yelling back at the TV. I just out of frustration.
Well, if you remember, Joe Biden did make that outrageous claim that no members of our military have died on his watch. Well, of course he doesn't remember. You remember he was looking at his watch on that tarmac as the bodies of these brave heroes were coming in flag-draped coffins, and Joe Biden is looking at his watch. That may have been the start where I knew this presidency was going downhill very fast and the nation was falling with it. And so this is what you expect. But I want to go back in time now and play an original clip from Kamala Harris. What does this say about her leadership when she laughs when asked about the question of Afghanistan? This is going back nearly 3 years ago. Listen to Kamala Harris getting off Air Force Two.
What's your response to reports of Americans? Hold on. Slow down, everybody. I want to talk about two things. First, Afghanistan.
That cackle is stomach churning. Can you imagine if you're a family member of one of these Marines and soldiers that died, and you see the vice president cackling when asked about Afghanistan? And then, of course, Dana Bash asked her, were you the last one in the room? Were you part of this decision? Are you okay with it? Apparently she is.
Biden always said that he wants you to be the last person in the room, particularly for big decisions, just as he was for President Obama. He just made a really big decision, Afghanistan.
Yes.
Were you the last person in the room?
Yes.
And you feel comfortable?
I do.
She feels comfortable? How do you feel comfortable after this? This was the worst military decision made by a commander-in-chief in the history of the United States of America, because it didn't need to happen. The generals on the ground were saying, we've got to remain there. It's going to fall apart. Not to mention Bagram and the precious airbase that is so close to China, needing stability in the region. And we give that up. We're going to talk about that in a little while. You consider what Kamala Harris is not saying today, nothing, go figure. And then compare that to President Trump, a man who takes this and puts it on his shoulders and takes this burden with him everywhere he goes, and he had nothing to do with this decision. Listen to President Trump.
This month marks the 3-year anniversary of the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. Kamala and Crooked Joe's catastrophic withdrawal from Afghanistan has just been horrible for all of us. 3 years ago, Kamala and Biden's incompetence left 13 dead warriors, hundreds of civilians killed and grievously wounded, and $85 billion worth of the finest military equipment on the planet abandoned to the Taliban, right into the hands of the Taliban. It also left 45 incredible soldiers so badly wounded, the legs, the arms, the face, obliteration. As Vice President, Kamala bragged that she was the last person in the room. She was the tough one. She was the last person in the room during that disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan decision. She repeatedly praised the decisions, and she said it led to a catastrophe, but it was worth it.
Let me ask you, how many mainstream media outlets are going to lead with this story tonight? Will NBC, will ABC, will MSNBC? No. They're going to hide it, and they're going to bury it as the family members of those Marines and soldiers suffer. I'm going to play you one more clip from an ad President Trump released. It's more like a documentary than an ad. But you need to watch it and remember, 3 years later now, this again from President Trump's team.
It will go down as one of the most disgraceful failures in America's history. A chaotic exit from Afghanistan left America's image tarnished. And and led to the tragic death of 13 American soldiers.
We are coming on the air because the flag-draped remains of the 13 fallen U.S. service members who were killed on Thursday in Afghanistan have now arrived back in the United States to Dover Air Force Base in Delaware.
And news reports have now confirmed Biden didn't act alone. Kamala Harris was part of the incompetence and failure that led to the unnecessary deaths of the young men and women tragically killed.
Afghanistan.
Yes.
Were you the last person in the room?
Yes.
And you feel comfortable?
I do.
But the tragedy for the families of these 13 fallen Marines didn't end there. To this day, Biden and Harris have refused to even say the names of these fallen soldiers who gave their lives for their country.
They don't. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to pay their respects because I don't think they care about our men and women who put a flag on their shoulder and march into battle for us to protect this nation. I really don't think Joe Biden or Kamala Harris give a rat's you-know-what about them. And to me, it's despicable. It says everything you need to know about keeping them out of the White House this next go-around.